शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमम् नित्यानन्देश्वरिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. इस समय हमारे साथ उपस्थित सभी दर्शकों और भक्तों का मैं प्रेम एवं आशीर्वाद सहित स्वागत करता हूँ. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis sitting with us all over the world through Nityananda TV, Lotus News Channel and Sadhana TV, two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha. Cities sitting with us in two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha. Surrey, British Columbia, Ohio, Prague, San Jose, Madurai, Phoenix, Oklahoma, Somanatham, Toronto, Kailasam, Seattle, Kuala Lumpur, Perni, Kastau, Croatia, Los Angeles, next to Los Angeles, Calgary, Amarnath, tell them to put the board properly. Nityananda Nagar, Thiruvannamalai, Austin, Bangalore North, Hong Kong, Indrani, New Jersey, Thiruvanmiyur Dhyanapetham, Bangalore Marattahalli, Enriching Temple Bidadi, East London, UK, Washington DC, Sripuram, Singapore, Singapuram, New York, Varanasi, Dubai, Vaidyanatham, Devon, UK, Hyderabad, Guptakashi, East London, UK, Bangalore North, Devon, UK, Colorado Springs, USA, Jorpati, Nepal, San Diego, Oceanside, Calgary, Amarnath. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Today I will expand on the deeper impacts on enriching. I was explaining bringing integrity into your thinking, authenticity into your actions, responsibility into your being. See, when I say responsibility into your being, you need to understand. Bring responsibility into your cognition. For example, I gave you one example that day. I wanted to repeat. When you see the headlines in a news channel, 60 people dead, 2 ministers hurt in a bomb blast, you are just shaken up. Your head is literally put inside the television screen. And the moment you read the word in Iran, you relax. Means you feel responsible only for India. In your cognition, you feel responsible only for India. That is why the moment you saw the country Iran, you just put your head down. Okay, that is usual. Leave it. Next. How many of you have experienced this? In some form. Yes, that's all. See, if you are from America, when there is a scrolling, developing story, 120 people dead in terrorist attack, you just wake up, your head is completely on the television set, You just read one next line, in India, Mumbai, and you drop. Because you feel you are responsible only for America. Please understand, change your cognition. You are a human being, you are responsible for the whole world. Naturally, the place where you are, if there is some terrorist attack or problem, you are going to run immediately. Help the people. Save yourself and save others. No doubt. But your cognition itself should not be restricted to the place you live. Please listen. Your cognition itself should not be restricted to the place you live. Please understand, your cognition should be responsible for everything. You should cognize you are responsible for everything. Feeling that you are responsible for everything should be your cognition. This is what I call bringing responsibility into your cognition. People with zero cognition, they don't take cognizance of anything happening around them. There are some people, even if you see them, it is wrong because you may catch their cognition as a standard. There are some people, even if you see, it is wrong. It is inauspicious. People with a very low level of cognition, even if you see them, it is wrong. Please understand. Even if you see them, it is wrong. Bring right cognition into your being. Take cognizance of everything happening around you. Responsibility means having higher cognition in your being. The fourth, enriching. Please understand. Bring enriching to your whole life. Even when you breathe out, remember you are releasing oxygen for the sake of trees. Everything should be with the motive of enriching. No action, no thinking, no feeling should be done by you which is not enriching. Every action, every thinking, and every feeling should be with a very established cognition of enriching. Please understand. I am making a statement. Established cognition means sometimes you start creating your own fantasy. You think people enjoy your service, but actually they are tortured by you. That is why I am using the word established cognition of enriching. Sometimes people think even by stealing others' property, you teach lesson to them. When you steal, they will have to start working for more. No, really. Thieves, even thieves think they enrich others. That is why I am using the word established cognition of enriching. That enriching should be accepted by an established cognition of people. Not that you can simply tell you will steal somebody's property and you will say, I am enriching him by stealing his property, because when you steal, he has to live simple life and I am teaching him to live a simple life and that is the way I am enriching him. No. You can't build your own cognition and enrich people. The enriching has to be based on established cognition of enriching. Just look at your life. Whenever you feel good about you, whenever you feel powerful, wherever you feel powerful, if you scan, it will always be because you are enriching at that moment. Look. When you feel you are loving, you are loved. When you feel you are powerful, when you feel people are supporting you, are you supporting others? Whenever you feel powerful, whenever you feel energetic, alive, look into your life. Please understand. Look into your life. Actually, all of you need to do this internalizing. Only when you internalize this one truth, you will understand. I tell you, all the truths you internalized and kept it inside your cognition is the asset you carry with you. If you learn a martial art, how it is a very powerful asset for you. If you learn swimming, how it's a great asset for you and protects you in the emergency hours, in the need. Same way, the great spiritual truths which you internalize and keeping inside your cognition is a great asset to face the life. You should internalize this one great truth, the great truth of how whenever you feel powerful, it will only be the moment you are enriching somebody. Nothing else. It means what? Feeling powerful is equivalent to enriching in some form. Only when you are enriching, you feel more power, more intelligence, more energy. All the best things are showered on you more and more and more. Understand? Feeling more and more powerful, more and more intelligent, more and more energetic. Will always happen in you only with more and more enriching. Listen. Only when you are enriching others, you are given more power, more intelligence, more energy, all the best things of the world. All the best things of the world happens in you. All the best things of the world given to you when you are enriching. Enriching expands your very life. Enriching raises the very frequency in which you are living. Enriching raises the very frequency with which you are living. Please listen. Enriching raises the very frequency in which you are living. in every possible way. Bring enriching into your whole life. Sit and think through. Is your whole day actions are enriching? If you are doing morning yoga, don't stop with it. See to it you are teaching somebody along with you doing. From that start, see whether your whole day is enriching. Whether your whole day is continuously for others. Please listen. Whoever lives with the truth, life is for others, lives the best life. And one more thing, please listen. Every time when you enrich others, think of living for others. Every moment, again and again and again, health is brought to you. Being powerful is brought to you. All the best things are brought to you. Please understand some of these basic principles of life. Whether you want it or not, understand or not, you are not living just only in your body. If you think you are living only in your body, you live a very poor life, with a very poor cognition, with very low cognition, with a very immature cognition. That's the right word I'll use. Immature cognition. Don't mess up with your life by living a very poor cognition. Immature, inadequate cognition. Thinking you are living only inside your body is the most immature, inadequate cognition. I tell you, that is the root of all the evils in your life. Whether it's a disease or depression, starts you thinking you live only in your 6 feet body. Anything, find the source and complete all the evil things in your life. The source is the idea you live only inside your 6 feet body. Please understand. If you think you live in the body of some 6-7 people, you become a head of a family. If you think you live in the body of some 100 people, you become a head of a community. If you think you live in millions of people, you become head of a society. Cognition of who you are decides the expansion or destruction. Whether you want it or not, understand or not, you live through all human beings. That is the truth. When you work with this cognition, think with this cognition, feel with this cognition, your whole life is enriching. But I know From the young age you are taught that you are living only inside your body. You have to complete with that pattern. That is why when I said you live through all the bodies, you are not even excited. You only feel that as a responsible. Understand? I tell you, it's excitement. You can eat through so many bodies. You can live forever, eternally. It is excitement, but you are not excited. You only feel, oh God, it's a responsibility. I have to feed so many mouths. You may have so many mouths, but don't you understand? You have so many hands also to take the responsibility and feed. You need to complete with these life negative thoughts, life negative patterns. अपने अस्तित्व में उत्तरदायित्व लेने का अर्थ है अपनी सोच और अपने बोध में उत्तरदायित्व लाना. आपका बोध और आपका संज्ञान ऐसा होना चाहिए, संज्ञान ऐसा होना चाहिए कि आप सबके लिए उत्तरदायी है, ना ही केवल आपके स्थान के लिए. अपने पूरे जीवन में लाभान्वित करने का गुण लाइए. जब आप सांस भी बाहर छोड़ते हैं, ये समझ लाइए कि आप पेड़ों के लिए आहार दे रहे हैं. जहां भी आप स्वयं को शक्तिशाली अनुभव करते हैं, आप पाएंगे कि आप लाभान्वित कर रहे हैं. विश्व की सभी अच्छी वस्तुएं आप तभी पाते हैं जब आप लाभान्वित कर रहे हैं. अपने पूरे जीवन, पूरे दिन के हर कार्य में लाभान्वित करना लाइए. जो भी इस सत्य के साथ जीता है कि जीवन दूसरों के लिए है, वही सबसे अच्छा जीवन जीते हैं. हर क्षण जब आप दूसरों के लिए जीते हैं, आपको स्वास्थ्य मिलता है, शक्ति मिलती है. आप चाहिए या ना चाहे, समझे या ना समझे, आप केवल अपने स्वयं के शरीर में ही नहीं जीते हैं. यदि आप सोच रहे हैं कि आप केवल अपने स्वयं के शरीर में ही जी रहे हैं, आपका बोध परिपक्व नहीं है और वही आपके जीवन की सभी बुराइयों का कारण है. अंडरस्टैंड? आप सभी मनुष्यों द्वारा जीते हैं, यही सत्य है. यह उत्तरदायित्व नहीं बल्कि एक उत्साह है. आपको जीवन नकारात्मक विचारों और मूल विचारधाराओं के साथ पूर्णत्व लाना चाहिए. Understand this truth. Whenever life energy expands in you, it happens only through enriching. Whenever you enrich, expansion in the life energy happens, not otherwise. Enriching happens only through expansion. Enriching happens only through you expanding. Listen. Even your breathing can be enriching, but real enriching does not stop just by breathing. Real enriching means you transmitting the highest possible consciousness to others. Please listen. Sometimes you say, I myself don't have highest consciousness. How can I transmit? Whatever level you have, start transmitting. You will reach highest in you and you will be able to transmit that highest to others. If you have 40% integrity, 20% authenticity, 10% responsibility, 3% enriching, with whatever integrity, authenticity, responsibility you have, Start enriching the world, others, and you will see your integrity goes to 100%, your authenticity goes to 100%, your responsibility goes to 100%, your enriching becomes 100%. Real enriching is making people live enlightenment. Take up this as a life. Take up this as a life. You will see all kinds of miracles happening in your life. Sometimes people ask me, what is wrong in living medium, mediocre, middle class moral life? Is it not enough if I am complete living that way? It's like asking, what is the wrong in living with one leg, one hand? Why unnecessarily we need 2 legs, 2 hands, 2 nostrils, 2 eyes, 2 kidney? Why can't let me live with 1 hand, 1 leg, 1 kidney, half eye, and 4, 5 teeth? You can. Who says no? You can live. And you can have the handicapped certificate also. And it will be really helpful. You can get handicapped pension, handicapped parking. For the sake of handicapped parking, I don't think you wanted to be handicapped. I saw a board in a handicapped parking reserved for handicapped people, but being stupid is not handicapped. Being stupid cannot be the reason to park your car here. In a handicapped parking, there was a board. So, you can be stupid. Who says no? And see, look all around. You can be stupid, but you can't allow others to be stupid. That is more dangerous, understand. If you are stupid, at least you know you are responsible for your suffering. If you allow others to be stupid and remain around you, you do not know what all foolish things they will do. Only if you are an incarnation, you should take the risk of allowing stupid people to live around you. Not otherwise. Anyhow, listen. Real enriching is helping everyone, making everyone live enlightenment. Without giving up on people, day in and day out, sit and continue to enrich people. If you are living Nirahara life, it is just for enriching others to live that life. Do yoga to enrich everyone with yoga. If you have wealth, use the wealth to enrich everyone, to live enlightenment. If you have intelligence, use intelligence to enrich everyone, to live enlightened life. If you have orating capability, use your orating capability to enrich everyone, to live enlightened life. Yesterday, elderly person, very important person, through one of our Swami approached that his wife is having cancer and he wants me to heal that person. I said, okay, bring to morning Sarvadarshan, I will surely heal. But unfortunately, she is not able to fly down to Bangalore. She's too old and various other reasons. And it was really genuine reasons. And I told them to send the details like a date, time and all that. After studying, I saw it's just a Rahu. Even if I see her once, she will be healed. See, if the disease is because of Rahu, one bad news is you can't be healed by any other method. One good news is even just Guru sees you, you will be healed. So I saw her disease was because of Rahu. I said, Arey, just if I see her, that's enough. Nothing else is required. Because when the Guru's eyes fall, Rahu disappears. Rahu dissolves. I said, I just have to see her. Can you bring at least in two-way video conferencing? They said, yes, Swamiji. And after that only fun started. First, this elderly person, this person came. The moment he saw me, I'm feeling a little shy, but I have to tell the truth. Wow, Swamiji, I thought you will be some old man. You look like a Hindi actor hero. And see, I have next only 10 or 15 minutes, and then I have to go for my next routine. And he is not letting that lady to see me. And he forgot about the cancer. He forgot about the reason for the conference call. And I told him, come on, I have to see her. But the thing is, he is not coming to the subject. Swamiji, you are so charismatic. You are so young. I never thought such young person will be a guru, great guru. I was telling, Ji, can we have Mataji to see, and can I see Mataji? He says, wait, Swamiji, you are so great, your actions, your hands are so graceful, I could not take my eyes away. And I said, come on, it is time, your wife is having a cancer and she is old. And she is too old. And she has a Rahu, and I have to see her. After that we will sit and talk. Then finally, he took a word from me. I will continue to give darshan to him in the Skype for some more time. After she gets darshan and goes, and she comes, and I blessed her and I asked her some of the details, and I gave her the word. I commit with you, immediately you will be healed, and all that healing is over. In 2 minutes, he literally pushed her, and he came to the center again. Swamiji, aap vachan deta ho, you gave me. Finally, to complete the call, of course, he was very innocent and simple. I was so happy. Please understand, life is for enriching. He was asking me actually. I wanted to convey this idea. That is why I remembered this story to tell you all. I was telling about this Rahu, and he said, Swamiji, what to do for the Rahu? Should we do this puja, that puja, this yoga, homa, that homa? I told him, please understand, this is for all of you. Rahu is nothing but the feeling that you live only inside your body. Guru's eyes are nothing but the experience being seen by a person who feels he lives through everybody. Please understand. Guru is a person who lives through all the bodies. If you are seen by the person who lives through so many bodies, the Rahu in you will be complete. If you decide you are living through everyone, you are a Guru, you can complete any Rahu which is on anybody. The Rahu is, You feeling you are living only in your body. The immature, inadequate cognition. Whenever that immature, inadequate cognition takes over you, you do things which you don't do usually. It's not that people who do one or two criminal actions are criminals. No. Those few moments they are taken over by the Rahu. This is the essence. I wanted all of you to learn from that story. Don't be sitting and thinking what that man said. No, learn the true lesson from that story. The true lesson I wanted to tell from that story is, Rahu is you thinking you live only inside your body. Guru is a person who feels he lives through all the bodies. Even if you are seen by a person who is in the space of Guru, your Rahu will be complete. Your Rahu will be complete. Yesterday, that's what I did. Please understand. Don't be possessed by Rahu. That is too dangerous. And it destroys you, puts you into deeper and deeper troubles of life. And it shrinks you. It makes you powerless. I'll continue to expand on enriching and how to move out of Rahu. Now, let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share, and explode in eternal bliss. Nityananda.
Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nityananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.